Assalamu alaikum and hello to you who may be watching this video, and I really appreciate that you are watching this video. I really hope that you're taking something away. I hope it's inspiring you to look at your journey of health and happiness and discipline and perseverance and grit and resilience and so much more. Just looking at your own journey, looking at whatever's going on in your life, and just asking yourself, like, how can I become more disciplined and how can I become more determined, and so much more. So today is day 7, so that's 1 week down, 1 whole week down in the 75 hard program. It's lovely to be able to say that, because believe you me, even though it's definitely been a week of determination and discipline and consistency and growth, it's also been a week of just pure tiredness and having to persevere with that thing that you've said you're going to do, to have that self-control when the most delicious Victoria sandwich, your daughter makes the most delicious Victoria sandwich, and it is just perfect and it's in front of you, and I said no. And then I'm a guest speaker at an event and they have the most delicious desserts, different types of desserts and different types of cheese and crackers and fried delicious samosas and kebabs and pastries and all sorts. And it's like, no, I said I wasn't going to eat that. So it has definitely been a lot about self-control, and giving those excuses. One of my mentors used to say, like, give those excuses a black eye. Say no to the excuses and go ahead so that you can have that growth. And also just really fighting with the doubt that we as human beings have. And I did say to you right from the first video that these videos are going to be real and raw. So if I show up on these videos and say, oh, it's been wonderful, I feel so consistent and I feel so disciplined and I feel like I'm really making progress, and I don't tell you about actually this is also what I've had to work through, the doubt, the self-doubt, the constant chatter in here, right? The temptation to just quit and think that, like, it's enough. Do I really need to do this amongst all the other things I'm doing? If I did that, then I'm really not being true to myself, and authenticity is a huge part of me. So yes, it's a full week down and it does feel better. There are some lessons that I want to share with you that I've learned this week. First of all, do everything much earlier. So when you set yourself on a program like this, and it's a mental toughness program, and you kind of, like, after the first week, that, okay, it's the water, you've got to get that water in, and you cannot, I'm gonna sneeze. I think I'm going to sneeze anyway. Okay, it's gone. And that you don't want to drink, like litres and litres together, because that's really bad for the kidney. So you need to be sipping it throughout a period of time. I make sure that the time that I wake up in the morning, which tends to be about 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, before I go to bed, I make sure that I am sipping that water. So even just now, my lovely daughter has made me a cup of hot water. Drinking hot water in this weather, it definitely works for me. So I'm just sipping it throughout the day. So definitely do everything a lot earlier. My intention going forward this week is to try to get everything done. I don't know how it's going to work out, but I'm going to intend and I'm going to do everything possible in terms of scheduling, blocking these different critical tasks in, making sure that I wake up on time, so therefore I start drinking the water right from the get-go, even before morning prayers. Making sure that I drink that water, so that I really want to aim for done by 2. Whether that will happen or not this week, I don't know. There are some critical, amazing things happening. Lots of kids' activities. There's a wedding coming up in my family as well, which is really exciting. But I'm going to aim for that. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 1. So I'm going to give myself 10 hours, right? So from 4 o'clock in the morning, or it might even be 5 o'clock in the morning, because morning prayer does start a little bit later now. But kind of, between 9 to 10 hours, I'm going to give myself to do that. Because that means I can make this video a lot earlier. I'm not as tired, as I am in the evening. And I'm also not compromising my evenings when I really kind of want to spend that time with the kids, reading to them and, listening to their Quran, which is something that they're all memorizing, alhamdulillah. And just kind of just geeking out with them in the evening before they go to bed. So that's the first thing. Do everything earlier. And the reason being is that prioritize it. Prioritize the things that you have to get done that day. So whatever it is that you're going through, whatever your goals are, let's say from now until the end of the year, right? Just prioritize them. Get them done as quickly as possible or as early as possible in the morning. If that means that you have to try and wake up 1 hour earlier and then go to bed maybe 1 hour earlier. 1 hour earlier wake up and 1 hour earlier going to bed. That makes sense. Do it, Let's both challenge ourselves to try and figure this out. So hopefully this time next week on Sunday, I'll be able to tell you that, I did it done by 2, or the days that I didn't, I know what happened and I know what I need to tweak, etc. So that's the first thing, do everything earlier. The second thing is that, and it's a lesson that I'm learning this week, is that we have to master the monotonous. Because doing the same thing every single day, like just now, my face is a little bit rosy because I've just done my outdoor workout just now. And it's it's obviously dark, and I took my kids with me, so we were just walking round and round and round the block, and that's like 6.5 times we have to walk round and round the block, and it is monotonous because you've seen the Christmas lights now. It's like, oh great, lovely trees, lovely decorations. Which house do you like the best? Okay, how would you rate? What? This is what my kids say, Mom, what would you rate that light and that light? I love lights, I really do. And we've got some really pretty houses that have got lots of Christmas lights, etc. on. So once you've done that, you've been around the houses 6 times, and then you're walking up and down your own street, it is really monotonous. It's really monotonous. It's the same thing. And sometimes, understanding, you may just think in here, oh my gosh, this is so boring. This is so boring. But you know what? We have to master the monotonous to become almost like rulers of our daily work or daily habits. So sometimes in life, there is lots of things that you have to do that are just monotonous. You just have to. You wake up, you tidy your bed, you go and have a shower, you clean yourself, you clean the bathroom afterwards, right? You're picking clothes up. I do a washing machine load every single day. I wash dishes every single day. Right, at the moment I'm trying not to use the dishwasher, because I want to have a life where I'm not reliant totally on the dishwasher. I am a minimalist, right? And if I ever do move into a tiny house, which is one of my dreams, one of my goals, then there's not going to be a space for a dishwasher. So I'm really getting into the habit of just washing my own dishes, right? And then just leaving them to dry on those mats. Right, but it's monotonous. It's every single meal. It's wash the dishes. It's every single day. Maybe clean the cooker, because the majority of my food is home cooked. So all of that stuff is monotonous. But when you become a master of that, all those monotonous things, right, and you're not kind of whinging about it, which I have been doing this week, then you can actually become a master of your daily work. And at the same time, when things are monotonous, you have the opportunity to bring that joy into it as well, right? You have that opportunity to bring the joy into the walks, whether it's us looking at the Christmas lights and rating them out of 10, and it's like, oh wow, that was like, golden yesterday, but now look at it, it's different colours, and can you count the different colours, and so on. Just bringing the joy to like this 45-minute outdoor exercise that I'm doing. Okay, so master the monotonous. So that's the second thing. The first one, do everything earlier, prioritize what is important. Number 2, master the monotonous. The second thing is about compromises. Oh my gosh, this program is definitely teaching me zero compromises. Absolutely not allowed. You cannot tweak, you cannot adjust this program to suit your needs, because every single time you try to adjust, and that justification just leads to a compromise. Don't try and justify like, well, you know what? Like, we were out today and it was 44 minutes and 27 seconds and we still had 33 seconds to go. And one of the kids said, oh, should we just go home? And I said, no, because there's still 33 seconds and it's zero compromise. We're not doing that. This is discipline. You're just cheating yourself. And so you cannot compromise. So don't compromise on the things that are meaningful to you. For me, obviously, it's this program, but also I've started thinking like, what else am I compromising on? And I'm telling you now, honestly, I could draw like a whole list of things that I know I compromise on. So I'm now journaling and reflecting on like, okay, I can't adjust, or I can't look at every single one of the things that I compromise, but I can start building them into each week of the 75 hard. Because after today, I've got 68 days left. So alhamdulillah, praise be to God, inshallah, God willing, okay, we're going to get through it, inshallah. And I have time to look at the things that I'm compromising and then to figure that out. So no compromising, zero compromising, because you're just cheating yourself. And who wants to cheat themselves? It doesn't feel good, does it? Does it feel good to cheat yourself? Of course it doesn't. So don't do it then. Okay, so lesson number 4 that I was journaling about was, this is where I've had a lot of guilt. I don't know whether you'll understand this. Maybe you're fit as a fiddle, alhamdulillah. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala protect your physique and your body and your health and give you more. But one of the things that I've definitely been reflecting on and kind of feeling really bad about, and then having to do a lot of forgiveness work through affirmations, lots and lots of affirmations and lots of grounding work this week, is the fact that your body is so precious. Like, it's really made me reflect this week, like how much rubbish I put into my body. So much rubbish, so much rubbish I put into my body. And no wonder I've had weight gain. You know, I can't blame it all on the steroids. Come on, genuinely, I have been taking very heavy steroids for my asthma. And the side effect of steroids, when you're taking them on a consistent basis, is definitely weight gain. But you can't blame it all on steroids. Come on, Hafiza. So this is how I talk to myself. So you can't blame it all on steroids, right? So I've really taken a really hard look at myself, you know, giving myself that Paddington, hard stare and said to myself, come on, Hafiza, you know what? You've eaten a lot of rubbish, all right? You really have eaten a lot of rubbish. You haven't exercised as much as you could have done, right? And you know about exercise and you know about hydration because you're a high performance coach, and you kind of let yourself go, right? So let's get back on it, all right? Let's really make those promises, because this body is so precious. It's like, I've kind of said, I'm so sorry. You know, I'm going to treat you better. I'm being serious. And I've said that I feel it, okay? And I put my hand on my heart. Well, obviously my heart's on this side. I said to myself, I'm going to take care of you better. I'm going to take care of you. I put my hand on my lungs and I said, I'm going to take care of you better. I put my hand on my legs and I said, listen, you guys, okay? There's extra weight to you right now. We're going to figure it out. We are going to figure it out, okay? We're going to have that weight loss, inshallah. We're going to burn that fat, inshallah. And we're going to gain that muscle and just generally improve that physique. And if anybody's interested, okay, it doesn't make me feel proud at all of sharing this. But when I started the program on the 2nd of December, I was weighing 170 lb. It does not make me feel proud. Maybe I want to delete or edit this bit of the video, but there, I've put it out there. So if you're feeling like, oh, well, you know what? She's probably really slim and she's doing this program. No, actually, no, I'm not, right? And it doesn't feel good to say that. And maybe there's judgment from some of you, like, oh, how did you get to that? You ran a marathon, etc. Well, it just happens. Sometimes life, challenges, stuff, you lose kind of control, you find a little bit lost, all right? But then you've just got to pick yourself back up. You've got to keep an eye on that vision, on that mission, on that kind of long term, like, this is where I'm going to go. This is why I'm here. right? And this is what I want to do. And for me, it is all about having the right levels of energy to live this life in the happiest, healthiest, most productive way possible, whilst inspiring people on this journey as well. And just to close this video, because it is a week, there are now 4 people who have started the 75 hard. It honestly makes me feel really, really happy. Alhamdulillah, alhamdulillah, you know, praise be to Allah that there are 4 people now who have already started 75 hard. All of you, I wish you the very best. Even if you're not, if you're feeling like, oh, I can't do a program like that, I understand, I get it. Just take a look at yourself and just think that, okay, I don't know how many days there are from now until the end of December, but however many days there are, right? What is it that I can do to just improve, just to get some momentum, that positive energy into my life about your health and your well-being? You know, do some exercise, even if it's walking, you know, do some of it out there. I've almost finished the book, 75 Hard. I read 50 pages yesterday. I loved it. I probably will finish today or tomorrow, depending on how much time I spend with my children today. But I will finish that book in the next couple of days, which is like, oh my gosh, Hafiza, you finished a book in a week. That is amazing, right? That was one of my goals. Like, it's been my goal for a long time, like finish a book a week, but I've just not been able to do it. You know, I have done it sometimes, but to consistently, no, absolutely no. So let's make this day, let's make this day almost another step to greatness. I have 2 cups here that my children have made me hot water with. One says beautiful and one says great. I don't know if you can see it. Maybe I should turn that way. Oh, they're great and beautiful. Yeah, so let's make this day great. And I'm going to leave you until tomorrow, day 8. I shall be speaking to you tomorrow. Take care of yourself. And if you have any questions at all or any challenges, then please put in the comments below and I will reply to you. I will reply to you. Take care. Bye-bye.